What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Will back again to do some pitcher projections. Today is August 16th. We're going to do the projections for tomorrow. We got early games on a Sunday. We're going to go over today's results. Before we get into that, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to get access to all the pitcher props, all the home run picks, and more, join the YouTube Tier 3 Executive Tier Dub Club, link in the description. Um, so let's get over it. Let's go over today. The matchup of the day was the Dodgers and Padres. It looked like the Dodgers is winning that battle currently. Um, and looking at the results, Cease lost that battle. Like it just took him out. He only got 2 Ks, you know. I had him for over 6. I thought, he would play up for division rival, you know what I mean? Like they battling for first place, but he didn't. So he lost that battle. My pick of the day didn't come through. We got hooked. Burke hooked us with 3 Ks. He couldn't get over the hump. So Wu had 8 Ks. I knew Wu was going over. Uh, I thought Burke could do it. The data looked good, but he just couldn't get over the hump, you know. We could have went safe with the 3, but there you go. As performance of the day is Bello out in Boston. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks, and he let up 2 home runs. Pitcher of the day, once again, was Wu out in Seattle. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 8 Ks, no home runs. Casey Mize, he had 10 Ks, but he had like 4 runs, man. And, so overall, I felt like Wu had, did a better job. Our live parlay build, that once again was crushed due to Fried and later these two. Like it just went to shit right here, right? Started off hot and then just went to shit. So, you know, yesterday was a good day. Today, not so much, but it's all good. Let's check out the statistics here. I was 19 for 28 for 67%, which it's not horrible, but I like to do better than that. You know what I mean? Um, Tomorrow, the games start early. We got a full slate. Not many odds are out, uh, but there were a few. Uh, the Philly, Washington, Miami, Boston, Milwaukee, Cincinnati, Baltimore, Houston. Yeah, those were a couple of them, you know. Uh, I guess we can go over those, you know. I don't have a pick of the day today for tomorrow, that takes time. I have it in the morning though, along with my final pitcher projections. And you can get those if you join the Dub Club, join the YouTube Tier 3 Executive Tier, link in the comments, or description, I'm sorry. So let's get into it. Philly, Washington, got Nola and Parker. Let's go Philly, Washington for tomorrow. And that's the early game. Start at 11:30. Less than 12 hours. This game is starting. Pitcher props, let's see. Nola, 5.5. That's pretty you know, Nola. I'm gonna just go through this first game and just plug in the rest of them and show you it's late, you know. And I need to really go through it with a fine-tooth comb to pick out the best, you know what I mean? Give you the best. But right now, we can go over this game. Starts in 12 hours. You got Nola, season snapshot. Haven't played that many games, but looking, what is his line at? 5.5. It don't look bad, You see a lot of green. You don't see a lot of red. Slap some filters on there. Away. Whoops. Away. Matchup grade. Yeah. Was telling me 5 all day with a possible over, but this is what makes me hesitate. Washington, they don't strike out much. Let's look at his last 5 games. See, against the Cardinals, he had 2. Washington is along the lines of the Cardinals, if you want to, you know, look at it that way as far as a strikeout perspective. Hmm. And let's look at the head-to-head. They got some head-to-head history here. Okay. All of last year, and we saw him like what, the first game of the year this year? So I don't like really like to count that one right there, the 8Ks, but I'm looking here and I see at least 4. That's what that's telling me. I see at least 4. What is 4? Is 4 some garbage odds? No, it's not horrible. It's not the best. 4 is safe. You should be able to get 5. Go with the 4. Is that what I plugged in? Yeah, 4. Let's look up Mitchell Parker. Before we look up Mitchell Parker, let's look up Nola's earned runs. Hits allowed. This is just a head-to-head. Let's look at this. Just giving up 4 hits or more. Wow, 12 hits, bro. Whoa. Yeah. So if his line is his hits line is 4.5, I'll go over. It's probably 5.5 though, or will be. Home runs allowed. He gives up home runs. Mm. Pitch count. He's walking people. Man, looking at this, it's like, man, he's kind of like garbage. He's not going a full 6. Occasionally give you 6. Hmm. But seems to get Ks. I would say he's like a Flaherty type. You know what I mean? Can get you Ks, but also going to give up hits and home runs. You got a bunch of pitchers like that, I'm finding out. All right, let's look up Mitchell Parker. Four and a half. Hmm. Season snapshot is more red than green. Let's slap on some filters, see what that looked like. Still You know what this is telling me? This is telling me go with the safe ass four, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. Mitchell Parker, four. His head to head, 5 and 6. Was any of those games this year? One of them was in the beginning of the year. But yeah, I like the at least four. That looks I can I can I can I can roll with that. So we got Mitchell Parker 4. Um, I'm gonna just plug the rest of these in that I had that was odds available now. We got Jansen Junk, Crochet. I faded Junk. I just faded him. And I went with a safe 6, Crochet. Quintana and Abbott, Milwaukee Cincy game. Quintana. Both of them I went 3. They both are capable of going over, but I just went safe, you know. Who else we have? Baltimore, Houston. I like that one. I like this matchup too. Primer versus Javier. Primer, he gets K's, bro. Uh, let's look him up real quick. His line is at 4.5, both of them. I just liked what I saw, from right here, like it's 54% of the season, but like it seemed like you see like the last 20, last 10, you see how those numbers creep up? See the last 20 and then the last 10, right? It gets rid of all that red, right? It's like he's like into a groove or something. That's what when I look at this data, that's what that's telling me. And you look at his last 5 games, you know, at least 5, like 5 or more. So I like him on the over, I really do. Uh, but the 4 is it's safe, it's like one of my favorite words. But I'm gonna I'm gonna strap him on, man. And I believe he'll get 5 against Houston. Let's go back. Uh, away games, matchup grade on the season. And that 45%. So it's telling me I should go under. And with the Houston batting, but they say he got some head to head here. I like the head to head, like I'm gonna go with the damn. When was this? This was just recently too. Oh no. What the? Oh no, that was last year. I thought that 25 was this year, but that's yeah, last year. Okay. That being said, I'm going to say 4. Let's go with the 4. Let's change that here. Year. I don't know much about Javier. Um, his name, He's not ringing a bell. That's why, because he only played one game this season, and he played Boston and had 5 Ks. He pitched 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 3 hits. He let up a home run. So if he got 5 against Boston, he can get 3, 4 against Baltimore, right? That's the logic. It's not maybe not good logic, but that was it. I figured, you know, he'll get 4. Baltimore, they're susceptible to strikeouts. Uh, not much data to work with, even if you look at his last 20. But if you do look at his last 20, it's more green than red, you know? So that was the logic there. Uh, and then last, we got this New York Cardinals game, Will Warren versus Mikolas. Let's check that one out real quick. The line is at 5.5 for Warren, 3.5 for Mikolas. Let's check out Warren. He's, I don't know, man. Like, it's like, do you see these red games? All these red games are games that, like, I bet on them and shit. And then, like, that's why I'm like, I don't like Will Warren. But if you also look here, you see all this green. You know what I mean? He's facing the Cardinals. Today, I faded. Who did I fade from the Yankees today? And they fucking went over. So it's like, man, I want to fade him too. But where the damn Yankees at? Trip. Oh, there they go. Yeah. I faded Fried and he went over. I want to fade Warren and watch he go over, but I don't think I did. I just went with that. I went with the 4, the safe 4, and I went with 3 for Mikolas. So let's look at least 4. Yeah, the 4 looked good. Um, the head to head though, but that was last year. Like, yeah, last 5, last 10, he'll get 4. 3 for Mikolas. So let's put that 4 and 3. And there you go, a live parlay build right there. Plus 12-12 odds. Uh, there you go. I'm gonna plug that in and I'm gonna get you a pick of the day. I'm gonna go through this with a fine-tooth comb. Uh, our matchup of the day though tomorrow. Let's look at that. I got Tampa Bay versus the Giants. You got Pepio versus Webb. And they fall into the top 5 pitchers of the day strikeout wise for tomorrow. You got Crochet out in Boston with 188, Webb with 168, Warren 140, Pepio 138, and Soriano with 125. So, like I said, I'll have a pick of the day in the morning. Um, and that's just a quick look up at the pitcher report for tomorrow. And we'll see who is the pitcher of the day and the ass performance. And a quick recap. The 2-leg parlay didn't hit. Ass performance of the day, Bello. Pitcher of the day, Woo. Live parlay build. We missed it by 3. Wound up. So I got some work to do. I appreciate you for sticking around. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Like I said, if you want access to all the picks, parlays, and more, join the Dub Club, the YouTube Tier 3 Executive Tier. Link in the description. All right, y'all. Let's get this money.